very exciting. We just watched Taylor Swift The Eras tour.
Yeah.
Some of it.
Some of it, because it's 3 hours.
I watched all 3 hours, like a good noodle.
You've watched all
multiple
3 hours.
times.
Multiple times. Me, I'm just waiting for me to get into my house before I watch it. Because, like, I have, like, this image of, like, it being on my TV in the living room. And so I'm holding on to that idea.
It's fun.
But it might be now months instead of a month that I thought it would be.
That's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Your mom's house isn't all that shabby.
No.
It'd be a lot cooler if she had a pool, though.
Yeah.
Then we can go swimming all summer.
True.
You should talk to her about that.
They used to.
Well, they need another one.
But, like, then the grandbabies were never there. And so then they were like, why do we even have this pool?
I would be there if there was a pool.
Just show up.
She loves me. Oh, yeah, I would show up for sure.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Me and that kid would load up. We'd load up and go hit up your mom. Whenever. Your mom loves me anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. I mean, for sure.
I'm her favorite. Well, I guess your sister's her favorite daughter.
Yeah.
From another mother.
Yeah.
But I'm her other favorite daughter from another mother.
Okay. Second, I guess.
Since
she's been there the most.
Fine. Why are you yawning so much?
Because I have 3 jobs.
Oh, yeah.
And I cleaned a condo.
In this economy.
Yep, in this economy.
Because somebody's not listening all the way through our podcasts. Listeners, listen to the whole thing so that Lindsey don't got to work 3 jobs.
Yeah.
It's so rude of you.
It's also 9 o'clock, which is normally my bedtime.
Is it already 9?
Yeah, it's already 9.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was that late.
Yeah, we watched like the Eras tour for quite a bit and had some dinner.
Only like an hour.
But still.
I was watching it after I hung up with you.
Oh, yeah.
It's long. It's a long show. I would fall down on that stage.
I took a whole nap while you watched the Eras tour.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Yeah, and then drove here, and we ate dinner, and we planned our podcast, all while I watched the Eras tour.
Yeah.
Like, you can get a lot done in 3 hours, Taylor.
We were just watching the last hour, or not hour of it, the bonus features.
Yeah.
When we started the podcast. I had to tell her, I'm like, stop it, because another song's about to start, and then I'll be like, oh, I don't know.
And then we get stuck, because you can't not listen to the whole song.
Yeah. We were literally standing behind the couch watching the TV, ready to go record our podcast.
Passing a joint back and forth.
Passing a joint back and forth.
Watching Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Sure.
Obvi. That's how you're supposed to watch Taylor Swift, is it not?
I mean, there's multiple ways to watch it. That's one of the ways.
Yeah. I think it's a great way. Speaking of Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Guess what I'm going to talk about today?
Taylor Swift. Colts?
No, fairies.
Oh, okay.
AKA Taylor Swift.
Okay. Got it.
Fairies, aliens. It's all the same thing.
Maybe,
so.
Maybe not.
Right. But yes. So, okay. I have learned that every single culture around the world has some sort of notion of fairies.
Oh.
Or the fae, if you will. And every single culture around the world also has some notion of like fairyland or the astral realm.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. Which I did not know that. Like, I knew for sure Celtic people and
like the obvious
Europe.
ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, there's obviously they have fae. But even in like China they have a fae type creature. I have it here. But we'll go over that in a bit. Yeah, it is interesting. I was not aware of that. So it's really just a matter of time before scientists are like, for sure this is a thing.
Yeah, because that's how it always works.
Because if every single culture in the world has it, then it's for sure a thing.
Sure. We'll go with it.
Well, you can't like chit chat with other people 5 million years ago.
I mean, I think everyone had like a Mr. Nobody in their house. Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, we didn't know each other back then.
Yeah.
But you want to know something? Our parents definitely was like, oh, was that Mr. Nobody?
Yeah. Oh, well, my grandmother would straight up say that's the fairies.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because, yeah.
But it's the same idea.
Right. Yeah.
Something goes haywire. Who are you going to blame? The fairies.
Pixies, imps, leprechauns.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Because
but they are all different.
It was not the kid in the room.
Right. Yeah. No.
With the chocolate in their hand.
No. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Yeah, so that's what the Fae are.
Mm-hmm.
So they're elemental creatures.
Okay.
But they're not just elemental creatures.
So are they like Tinkerbell? Like where you had like the earth fairy and the water fairy and the...
Right, but they're also each kind of specific to themselves.
The Tinker Fairy.
Right.
Okay.
So like there might be kind of like, with the 12 zodiac signs. Like there are earth signs, but there are different earth signs.
Okay, got it.
And then there are water signs, but there are different water signs.
Got it.
There's ocean fairies, and there's stream fairies, and there's lake fairies, and they're all different.
Wow, that's really great for them that they don't have like the responsibility of like all the waters.
Yeah.
I love that for them.
I know. For some reason, when I say lake fairies, I instantly think of the things that are trying to drown you in Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever those were. Kelpies, which I think is a type of fairy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good job, J.K. Rowling.
Oh, yeah, no, she...
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of research went into them books. But yeah, you can actually work with fairies like deities.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Now, be careful, though, because, like I said, they're as individual as people.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of them might be narcissistic fairies.
Ew.
So, watch yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be real specific with a fairy.
Yeah.
And I've heard, too, I've just heard this. I don't know about this as far as, like, with each fairy. But you don't want to give it too much information about yourself.
Oh, okay.
Because it'll use that against you.
Oh, okay.
Like you don't want to... I've heard people say you don't want to tell a fairy your name.
Okay. So kind of like Rumpelstiltskin.
Right,
like,
kind of like that.
Don't... The power in a name, I
right.
guess.
And I've also heard that a lot of fairies won't always tell you their name. Kind of like demons. You hear that too, about like if you can name the demon, you can exorcise it.
Oh, yes.
Which, okay. Fairies and demons to me is all the same thing.
Okay.
Like angels, fairies, demons, that's all the same thing. Aliens.
Do you get possessed by fairies?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For sure, for sure.
I think that was like in an episode of So Weird.
Probably.
Yeah, because I think her brother got possessed by a fairy. Nope, or a leprechaun. Crap. That was like 20 years ago.
Leprechauns are fairies.
Yeah. Are they?
Well, they're fae creatures.
Oh, okay.
Fae. Which is like basically creatures who live in the astral realm.
Okay.
Who aren't necessarily like a physical thing that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you might catch a little glimpse when the veil is thin.
Okay.
You know? Stuff like that.
During lunar eclipse.
Or solar eclipses.
Yeah.
This episode's being released after the solar eclipse, huh? So the
day
world
of.
may have ended.
The day of.
Oh, okay. So if we're still here, hey everybody.
Hey.
Glad to see y'all made it. Let's talk about fairies. And how we probably could have just seen some. Because, yeah. They're basically... I lost my train of thought because I'm stoned.
Lunar eclipse, fairies, you might see one.
Yes, because the astral realm, it wouldn't be a good time, but it could be a good time if you're so inclined to do like an astral walk. If you know how to astral project.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
That we have not talked about at all.
Oh, my grandmother was a good astral projector. I should tell y'all about that.
Yeah.
Because she'd still all the time be in my dreams and shit and be like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, G-Unit, you're dead. Quit yelling at me.
Yeah.
Like, come say it to my face then.
She can't.
That's right. Oh, right. You can't. Ha ha.
You're so funny.
She just cracks me up with her ridiculousness. So a lot of fae are old Celtic, though.
Okay.
They definitely have the biggest
following.
No, index, like the biggest variety.
Okay.
Of fae.
Yeah.
And that's especially probably the ones that we know the best here in
like
America.
The Tooth Fairy?
Like the Tooth Fairy or brownies or
Oh yeah, brownies.
Yep, brownies and sprites and dryads, things like that. You've heard all these names.
Yeah.
Once I say them. But yeah, a lot of them
also,
are...
there was a book that I read by Laurel Hamilton that was about fairies.
Oh, yeah?
And so, like, that's why I know about brownies.
Ah. But there's also, like,
By the way, if you look it up, it's rated X, for sure. Lots of the good stuff.
Like the good stuff, yeah. But, like, in Italy, there's folletti,
Oh, okay.
which are, like, little fairies type things. A lot of them are known for causing trouble.
Yeah.
Like, if you come downstairs and the plant's been knocked over. It wasn't the cat. It was the folletti.
Okay,
It's
got
like,
it.
okay, no, it's probably that cat.
Probably. Or the
But
toddler.
I think that's why so many fae are a little bit, like, trickstery. Because they're like, shit, we're getting blamed for it.
Might as well do it.
Might as well do it. Hey. There's the Gandharvas. I'm probably saying that totally wrong, but that's from India.
Okay.
Which is also, they live underground and they possess vast musical talents.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's like
Taylor
an earth
Swift.
fairy. Yeah. Taylor Swift. I don't think she's from India.
No, she's not.
There's Gans from the American Southwest.
Okay.
Which is where we're at. They're vaporous spirits, so they live in, like, fog.
Oh, we have plenty of that.
Yeah. And they're neither good nor evil. They're just there.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of fae really are. Just like people. They're just existing.
Yeah.
They're just humans. They're not humans. They're fairies.
They're like
We're
humans.
Yeah.
They have human personalities.
So I would say, as far as, like, fairies versus humans, they're so close to being, like, similar. But I want to say that, like, fairies are just, this is going to sound so egocentric, but, like, a step less in intelligence.
Rude?
Like a half step. Like, maybe they're, like, teenager humans.
Rude?
Like, they're not adults. You know what I'm saying?
They probably dwell on their impulses more than
Right.
we do.
Right.
We'll go with that one.
Yeah. They're nature. They're more natural creatures.
Mm-hmm.
They don't think things through with logic and reason.
And why should they?
Right, because they're fae. They do whatever the heck they want. One of my favorite movies back in the day was Thumbelina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I love that movie. When the seasons change.
I thought you were going to say Fern Gully.
Oh, yeah, that one, too. Oh, my gosh. I love Fern Gully. Of course.
We could say all the fairy things.
Oh, yeah. I love all the fairy movies. But I remember watching Thumbelina when the seasons would change. And that's how I still, when the seasons change, I still think of those fairies in that movie. I have a collection of fairies on the front porch.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Because people really like doing fairy gardens now.
I know, that's a thing. And also, the fae love that. So if you're trying to work with the fae, you can look online for, like, spells to do with the fae and offerings you can give them. Yeah, a good way to get them to kind of come to your yard is with a fairy garden.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And also, I used to have
if you build it, they will come.
I used to have this teeny tiny little, like, doll tea set that was perfect fairy size.
Mm-hmm.
And I would make tea in it and set it outside at night with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the morning, the tea would be gone. It was definitely the fae and definitely not my grandmother. Who never slept and stayed up all night every night. But she used to make me collect, I still call them fairy hats. I don't even really know what they're called. But the tops off of acorns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she'd make me collect those, put them with the tea set so that they could have a tea party.
Nice.
And then in the morning, the tea and the fairy hats would be gone. Because they had a party and they had their tea. And it was delightful for them.
That's a cute little story for you.
Yeah, that's my G unit. Making me... She used to also tell me that my shoulder blades in my back were fairy wings sprouting. For sure. For sure, for sure.
That's just mean, because that does not happen.
Yeah, I was a low-key scared that, like, it was going to be like when a tooth comes through.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, like, it's going to hurt because they were going to bust through my skin.
Yeah, I bet it would. I bet it would be like a toothache.
That
or
would
a tooth coming in.
But yeah, you got, like, Jack Frost is a well-known fairy. You know, the one who brings the first frosts and stuff. There's Kelpies, like I said, from Harry Potter. There's Jinn are considered fairies from Saudi Arabia. Or,
okay.
Genies, I guess, is the
Yeah.
closest thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you, like, every single culture has different kinds of fairies. I'm trying to find one here from Germany. Or not Germany. That's the word that I just read. From China. Because I know they have it. I just don't know what they're called, which is frustrating me. There's leprechauns, of course. The Lorelei from Germany,
Oh, cool.
which if you're a Gilmore Girls fan, shout out.
Yeah.
I love Gilmore Girls. And it's funny because every time I've watched Gilmore Girls has been at a different point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watched it all the way through when it first came out and I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And I was totally Rory. Like me and Rory were best friends.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched it last summer after becoming a single mom. And I was like, oh my God, Lorelai, we're best friends now.
Yeah. I understand
Yes.
your addiction to caffeine.
Oh my gosh. I need it in an IV. You're not wrong. Mer people could be considered fae.
Oh, interesting.
It's kind of like a lot of cryptids are kind of really just fae.
Oh, so pretty much I can't do any cryptids now because you just did fairies. Thanks, Denah.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about I'm
I'm
not
just
talking
kidding.
about all of them specifically. I'm just
kidding.
going over a few. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we're working with. Because you can work with them. You can get them to help you in your spell work and things like that. They're just like any other lesser deity. I wouldn't say that they're like on the level of the gods.
No, I don't think so.
But if you think like Aphrodite as a goddess, but Cupid as a fairy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Or like, you know.
So the henchman of the gods?
Yes. Or like, you know, there's Jesus and then there's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Which is a fairy. Or angels, which are definitely fairies.
Yes.
Like, don't get it twisted. Those are for show fairies. Okay, so there's the Fisuk from Thailand.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wears ancient native dress of Southeast Asia, neither good nor bad. They're dispensers of justice and lessons.
Okay.
Interesting. But even in like Asian cultures and African cultures where they build altars that are not necessarily pagan like ours, they will leave offerings for these lesser deities, these fairies, of food, cake, water, alcohol.
All the good things.
Yeah. Weed.
Nice.
Yep. You can leave them some weed. The fae love that shit.
I'm sure they would.
If you are trying to get fae in your yard, just because we're witchy people, and we probably got cats, you don't want your cat out there. So if you're leaving, especially if you're leaving like food out for the fae, make sure that your cat can't get to it because that's gonna piss them off.
Yeah.
And be like, why you leave this bread out here and then
the cat
put your cat out? Yeah. That's rude.
Actually, in Tinkerbell, the cat was chasing Tinkerbell.
I believe it.
Of course. I mean, they're going to chase like literally everything, like lizards and
I
flies
also
and stuff.
One of the things that I giggle about how fairies are in every culture is because I have a pretty sciencey mind, really. But I also think about like me without glasses. Before Google, before school, not learning what each different bug was, and seeing a bug without glasses and being like, that's a tiny human with wings.
Yeah.
For sure. Because I can't see anything. So it could be.
It could be. Who knows?
But yeah, so I kind of giggle about that too. I also think about Moses and the burning bush. And I'm like, that sounds like before the CDC would tell you, hey, don't eat those mushrooms.
Yeah, right.
Don't eat those ones.
That's a lot of the Bible.
Yeah. That's how I feel about a lot of ancient stuff in general. It's like, yeah, there wasn't also like pasteurized milk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could get drunk off of the last bit of fruit that you had from the winter.
Yeah.
And like wasted drunk on accident because you didn't know.
Nope.
So yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of.
Did you get to miss work? Like, sorry, I ate something bad? Like, what?
Well, you were just working at home.
Well, I don't know. I was just thinking about like the shoemaker and the baker and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, by the time there were shoemakers and bakers and shit. I'm talking about like when the Bible was written.
Oh, okay.
When people worked at home.
I don't know.
Except like slaves.
In my head, I feel like there's always been workers. I mean, there was a tax collector.
Yeah.
So like
I feel like if you're to the point where you're eating the last bit of fruit reserves out of your pantry and you get accidentally shithouse drunk, you probably don't have some kind of job.
Zacchaeus, did you get a day off because you got wasted?
Yeah.
That's what I need
They'd
to
find
know.
you and they'd like throw
Maybe
water
that's
on
why
you.
he was in a tree.
Yeah. Shit.
Who knows?
Who
And Jesus
knows?
is like, I want some of that. I'm coming to your house today.
Yeah. But another big one that probably a lot of people have heard of is the succubus and incubus.
Yeah.
Which are like the sex fairies or demons.
Oh, see, I always thought they were like vampires that fed off sex instead of blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're from the Middle East.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Which
I thought that'd be like European.
Yeah, no, I thought it would be Christian because I've always heard of them as demons.
Oh, okay.
Which of course, because they have to do with sex, they must be demonic.
Obviously, sex bad.
As far as Jesus is concerned. Here's my thing. Okay, hold on. I don't need to talk about Jesus.
Go ahead. Get on that soapbox.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, did Jesus die a virgin? No.
Supposedly, according to the Christians.
There's no way to tell for a man.
Unless the one... Oh,
why would he be a virgin?
What rule?
Mary Magdalene.
Yeah.
His boo thing.
Yeah, see, I know one of the Bible's religion something says that. But most religions say no. I feel bad for him then.
I know.
Were you really human?
You gonna die for our sins and not even get to feel it?
I feel sorry for you, dude.
Yeah. So yeah,
Though he did have his disciples.
Was Jesus a fae? Jesus could be a fae.
Maybe. I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Because
the Holy Spirit is definitely the fae part of that.
He was definitely human.
Shenanigans.
That was the big thing about him. He was human.
I love it. You guys have too many gods. You got 3. Okay?
Well, it's all in one.
Right, supposedly. But it's 3. That's ridiculous.
That's their loophole.
That's so silly.
They're all the same, but different.
But, yeah.
But
the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's 3, friend.
Yeah.
That's more than 1.
Yeah. 1 + 1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah.
Unless you're multiplying, then it's like 1.
Oh, and then, of course, there's the Yeti.
Oh, a Yeti's a fairy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, according to this book, which is A Witch's Guide to Fairy Folk by Elaine McCoy, which is a very old book.
It looks like someone ate it.
Yeah, I got dogs. But yeah, she's basically saying that everything that's a cryptid is also a fae. Which is...
I mean, they have a magical power, so
right.
Maybe we can go
if
with
you
that.
call it fae, and by fae you just mean things that don't necessarily materialize in this realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I can see that.
Okay.
Like saying like a werewolf is a fae. Because it's not something that you're going to see.
Yeah, true. So there must be another realm.
Right. It's not necessarily something no one's seen.
Yeah.
Or heard of. It's just people who are more sensitive to the astral realm are seeing it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm following what you're putting down.
That's kind of how I'm wrapping my brain around it.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Whatever the saying is.
But yeah. I personally have not worked with fairies since I was a child when my grandmother would do it. Because I have cats outside all the time. Yeah. And that's just going to piss them off. And I live in the woods where there's probably a load of fairies.
You can make them like a little tree house.
I could make them a cute little tree house. Oh my gosh. In Georgia, there's this shop with this huge fairy tree house that like goes, it's got little rope bridges between the trees.
Oh, that's cute.
It's like a fairy neighborhood. And I'm like, you guys must be getting all kinds of activity around here.
Yeah, you can do it like around your porch.
Mm-hmm. That'd be so fun.
There you go. Away from the cats.
Oh, let's do it.
You can do that.
I want a dollhouse too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew someone who was like older and they had like one of those like fancy.
Yeah.
And I used to love to look at it.
Yeah. My grandmother's friend, Angie, had this 5-story huge Victorian dollhouse. And she was like my grandmother's age.
Yeah.
And I would go over there and play with it while my grandmother would read her cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like the idea of it, but then I'm like, I can just do Sims.
But I want a real Victorian dollhouse that I can play with. But how often am I going to play with it? I don't know.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I'll just do Sims.
My problem is I won't know until I have it.
True. True.
But also, if I ever have a granddaughter named Denah,
And she'll
need a
destroy
dollhouse.
it.
She better not.
Kids
she won't. Her name's
things.
Denah.
Okay.
Denahs are delightful.
Yeah.
My kid is all the time like, do I really have to name my daughter Denah? And I'm like, it's literally not an option.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you have to.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Hopefully your wife is chill.
But what if your sister has a Mina and then she has to have a Denah?
No.
It goes on that side.
No.
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 Okay.
Denah will have to have a Mina.
What if your son's daughter was a horse also?
Oh, I told him that has to be.
Like,
I say you can have a child at 24
not a literal
or 36.
horse. I just realized what I said. Not a literal horse.
I was born in the year of the horse.
The year of the horse.
My mother was born in the year of the horse. And my son was born in the year of the horse. And if we were in ancient China, that would be sick. But it's not really that important in 2024 Florida.
Yeah.
But it's still cool. And if my son is a good son, like he better be, he will have a child at either 24 or 36 so that his child is a horse.
Yeah. Hopefully 30. Either one's not really great.
48 is a little too old, though.
Well, yeah. I was thinking 24 is a little bit too young and 36 is a little bit too old.
24 is good.
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. We'll see. We'll see how much he matures. We don't want to put too much on him.
Well, he's a Taurus, too. He ain't going to be out, like, partying.
Yeah, true.
He's lazy.
True.
I gotta bribe that kid to leave the house.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a good married age is like 28. Like, you've lived most of your 20s, but you're not quite 30 yet. If I could do it over, that's what I would do.
I feel like, too, if his wife was, like, a little bit younger than him, he could totally have a baby at 36. And that wouldn't be too terrible.
I don't know.
Like, if his wife is, like, 32.
Maybe.
You could do that.
I don't know.
She better be real cool, though.
Yeah.
Because, listen, I'm naming that baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
I understand you carried it, but I almost died making its daddy. So I'm naming that baby, okay?
Yep. It's part of the system. That'll be like a first date question. Would you be okay if
Do you like the name Denah?
Yeah, exactly.
For a daughter?
Yeah, pretty much.
She'd be like,
with an H.
Yeah, Denah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, you can go now. I'm done talking about it.
I'm just thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, this poor woman.
I know. I feel bad for her, but also I'm working real hard on raising her husband correctly. So,
yeah.
Like, I got you Starbucks, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. I done told him already the best way to get a woman when you're still dating her and you don't live together, show up at her house with Starbucks and a little treat, give her a hug and a kiss, and send her on her way to work. Yeah. Don't expect shit.
If that's their personality, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you have to read the vibes.
You know, we all marry our parents.
Yeah.
She'll love Starbucks. I love Starbucks.
Oh, no. I was like, maybe she'd be like, oh, you're just leaving? Like, why so soon?
No, because she's going to work. She got places to be. She ain't hanging out with him.
True.
Ew.
I don't know.
He's just a guy.
I mean, yes.
Hit him with your car. Don't, though, because he's my kid, and I love him.
I was about to be like, Denah.
But also, he is still just a guy, okay?
Denah.
Like, girl. I'm on her side. I saw this one video.
Could you imagine, like, 10 years from now, when we're still doing this podcast, and, like, maybe we're actually like men again?
No. I can't imagine that.
See, I imagine one day we will be okay with men, and we'd be like,
I will be okay with a man
we said we would hit him with a car.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like there are plenty of guys nowadays who are waking up and being like, you're not totally wrong there, ladies.
Yeah,
These other guys are jackasses.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're horrible.
So they're waking up, and yeah, I don't see us not hating men in 10 years.
Yeah.
I see us like in Sister Suffragette. We might adore one individually, but we agree that as a group, they're rather stupid.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, y'all. Bring it back down. No. Sorry, I don't know why that song is in my head. And anyway, okay, so.
Focus.
Today, I am talking about Seville Quarter.
Nice.
Yes. I was going to save this podcast until after, because I do ghost tours.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to do the ghost tour. But since I don't know when I'm going to do it, and I was struggling to get a subject because 3 jobs, I was like, today is the day. So.
I'm excited.
So if you're not from Pensacola, give me a second. Let me pull this up real quick.
My ex-husband got kicked out of Seville 4 times in one night.
Wow.
That's a talent right there.
That is a talent. How did he get in 3 times?
He kept sneaking back in.
How?
He would just duck in behind somebody.
Oh my gosh.
He's a little guy.
Yeah, he is little. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay, so like there's like 7 rooms to Seville.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to pronounce all these. So Rosie O'Grady's.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I do karaoke whenever I go there.
That's the one in the back right?
If you're going through the doors that are on the right side, if you're facing it, it's the room to the left.
Oh, okay.
So like it's across from the piano bar.
I know what you're talking about with the pool tables.
No, before the pool tables. Because there's a room that doesn't have
and then there's another one with pool tables.
Yeah. So the pool table is Fast Eddie's. Why? That doesn't make any sense. And then there is Phineas Fogg's.
Yeah, Fogg's.
Is that the Skank Tank?
No.
What?
That's back right with the horseshoe bar.
Oh, okay. Got it. At the very end. I thought that was in the alley bar.
I don't know what room the Skank Tank. There's not a map. Let's see.
No, I don't think so. And then there's Apple's Annie's. That's the main open area with all the skylights.
Mm-hmm.
Lily Marlene's. I don't know which area that is.
Me neither.
We're just going to say that's the piano bar. And then Palace Cafe, that's a restaurant that they have in there.
So. I like how I knew exactly what you meant when you said the Skank Tank, though. The dancing room.
Oh, yeah. This dancing room. That's what we call it, right?
Yeah. What is it actually called?
I don't know. We obviously do not know.
It's the Skank Tank.
But is asleep. Oh, no.
Wake it up.
Oh, my gosh. Did you send me that Instagram reel, or did I send it to you, or did I just see it? But it's like a woman, and she's like, oh my gosh, my foot's asleep. And the brain is like, oh my gosh, where's the foot?
Oh, yeah.
And the woman's like, no, it's fine. It's just asleep. And the brain's like, sending bends. And she's like, no, ow. And then the brain's like, there it is. I'm like, why, brain? Why? Anyway, okay. Are you still searching? Do I need to take a moment?
I'm just trying to see what this Skank Tank's actually called. You can go ahead.
Okay. So this building, this Seville Quarter, was founded in 1967 by Bob Snow, and it was originally opened as Rosie O'Grady's Warehouse. And this is one of the oldest restaurants and nightclubs in Pensacola. And it's really cool. If you ever come to Pensacola, you should go. It's a cool place. I love it. Have I gotten drunk there way too many times? Yes. Have I lost a certain husband in there because he took my wallet and my phone while I went to the bathroom and then left the club? Yes, it has happened. So just be careful. Make sure you limit your drinks. There's a piano bar, there's a karaoke bar, there's pool tables. It's fun. Anyway, okay.
Phineas Fogg's is the Skank Tank.
Ah, see, I was right.
Now we know.
Okay.
That sounds right.
So the building was built in 1871 as the Pensacola Cigar and Tobacco Company, which I thought that was really, really cool. And it has a lot of stories in it because it's been around for so long. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the story of Sarah Wharton and her father in the early 1800s. Her life was cut short when pirates attacked her and her father as they took an evening stroll.
Hate it when that happens.
Yep. Those damn pirates.
Bloody pirates.
After witnessing the bloodthirsty buccaneers shooting her father, she made a spirited attempt to fight back. A spirited attempt to fight back. In turn, she was decapitated and mangled, and her mangled corpse was left for the townspeople to find the next morning.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's rude.
So that happened in the 1800s. So, since, we obviously talked about her, there means there's a ghost somewhere in there. So there have been several sightings of her headless body floating down Romano and nearby streets. Others reported having experienced her manipulating lights, phones, and office machines. And it's generally... Oh, wait, this is a different story. Sorry. I took my notes really quick tonight. So, yeah. So, head cut off, mangled body. She comes back and she's like, let me mess with this fax machine.
Yeah.
Or I guess whatever machine. Like, whatever.
Why not?
Okay, you do you, boo. In general, it is generally believed that the upstairs office area of Seville Quarters is where a brothel was.
Where the upstairs bathroom is?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I've heard of this one.
Yeah. Okay. So, actually, this is just the office area, not the bathroom.
Oh.
We're going to talk about the bathroom.
Oh, there's a nerdin'.
Yeah. So, many perished during these booming years where it was a brothel. There was illness, poverty, inadequate medical care, and deplorable living conditions strongly contributed to many of these deaths. So the upstairs area of Seville Quarters remains haunted by the brothel women, as many visitors reported seeing, hearing, and sensing their spirits on occasion. That even before I even knew this, I went up there one night because, okay, so when you're in the piano bar, we're going to take you on a little tour.
Yay.
Okay.
I've been. I don't know why I'm excited.
Because we love these visuals.
I was an alcoholic in this town.
Okay. So when you're looking at the building, it's a 2-story building. You go to the door on the right because you can go in through the right door or the left door. But we're going through the right door. We're going down the pavers that are in the hallway. And then we're going to take the second right into the piano bar. The first right would get you into the piano bar. But the quickest to get upstairs is that second
right.
door. Yep. And then there's going to be a stairs at your left. And you go up there and go up. I think it kind of like goes
It's
up.
like up and around.
Yeah, it's up and around. And then you have
And
to
it's
pass.
at the end of that hallway.
Yeah, you have to pass the office to get to the bathroom. The
ladies'
room.
Only ladies. There's no men's up there.
It's fucking hilarious.
I love
to
it.
sit at the bottom of the stairs and see how many girls fucking fall on their face.
I never.
Like, why? Why don't put the men's bathroom up there?
Yeah.
Rude.
Y'all stumble up there.
What if?
Because the girlies.
Because the girlies from their brothel.
They were like, absolutely not. Not having it.
That might be it. But before I knew the story, I remember walking to the bathroom up there, and I was like, ooh, I don't like this area. Like, I feel like if I walked by this door, I would see someone in that office. Like, I felt like there was someone in the office. There was obviously no one in the office because no one actually works in the office, I think, when the club hours are going.
Oh, yeah, no, not at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, not at 2 o'clock in the morning. There's no one there. So it was very weird. So I'm not surprised to hear that. So an older blueprint suggests that the upstairs ladies' restroom was a previous bedroom used to seclude children of the working ladies.
Aw, sweet babies. Yeah, they wouldn't let men in there.
From the brothel activities. They're protecting the kids.
Yeah, they would not let men in there, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So, ghost children have been seen up there in the bathroom. And locals and visitors reported sightings of ghost children playing with a red ball and hearing children's laughter throughout the bathroom area.
Can you imagine being drunk as fuck?
Yeah.
And a red ball comes under the door. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to cry now.
Yeah, pretty much.
It'd just be me crying in the bathroom until someone else came in.
I mean, I feel like at night, I've never been in that bathroom by myself, though.
Right, yeah.
It's always busy. Maybe during the day when, like during their day hours where they're doing lunch and stuff, maybe.
Yeah. I wouldn't go up there.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Doesn't the piano bar sometimes close earlier, too?
Maybe.
Creepy.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't.
It's been 12 years since
I've
had
anything to drink. At that point, when the piano bar is closing, I'm already way too wasted.
Yeah.
I don't even notice. What's day? What's night? I don't know.
What are pianos?
Is that a drink right there? Is it my drink? I'm taking it. Thank you.
There's not roofie in it, is it? I don't care.
Don't care. Yeah, don't. Yeah, also protect your drinks there because multiple people have been roofied there.
I still am psycho about drinks because a friend of mine got roofied.
Oh, yeah. We've
and
totally
so,
been out to drink before and you literally moved it in
yeah.
front of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't drinking. You weren't drinking.
No.
You were drinking like ginger ale or something. But
Yeah.
I was drinking.
But yeah, no.
But it doesn't matter.
I watch drinks.
Because regular drinks can get roofie too.
Not if you're watching them.
Not if you're watching them. So another spirit haunting Seville Quarters is that of Angela Buchan? Buchanan?
Buchanan?
Maybe. Do you know her?
No, that's a Texan name.
Oh, of course. Of course. Okay, she was a secretary who worked there, and she was brutally murdered off-site by her boyfriend in 2000. So I was still in high school. A few of her coworkers still feel her presence today, and when she was alive, she used to playfully push one of her coworkers from behind when they were walking up the steps together. Mm-hmm. Thank God, not down the steps. Maybe that's why so many girls fall. No, it's
you don't work here.
No, it's just girls drunk going upstairs and downstairs in high heels.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Get pushed from behind while walking up the stairs together. Oddly enough, the coworker states that whenever she is on the stairs, she often feels a soft nudge from behind on exactly the same step every time. She believes it is her beloved coworker and friend's way of saying hello.
I'm not going to work after I die. Don't be looking for me.
No. I mean, you would, because we work from home.
I'm not staying right here neither. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I got places to be.
Yeah.
Once I don't have a body,
projecting
right?
Everywhere.
Once I don't have a body that costs money on a plane ticket, I got places to go. Okay.
Right? Right. So, from this past ghost, Seville Quarters host a Night of Stars, a silent auction fundraiser, every October, which is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, in honor of her.
Oh, that's cool.
Because she loved astronomy, so we love her too.
Aw.
And then all the proceeds go to to Favor House in Northwest Florida, which is a certified domestic violence center. So we love that for them.
Yes.
Okay, the most famous spirit of Seville Quarter is that of a doorman and bartender, Wesley Gibbs. Oh, every time I say Gibbs, I'm like, NCIS?
I don't know that show.
Oh my gosh.
I think of Gibbs like the pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, there's that one too. All the Gibbs. Anyway. So anyway, Wesley. No, it's not Wesley. It's Weasley.
His name is Weasley?
Yep. Wesley.
Oh, that's Wesley.
Is it Wesley? How
Yeah.
do you spell Weasley?
Weasley.
I've never said that I can spell, y'all. If y'all look at our notes on like our podcast, they're probably horrible. Anyway.
You should see, we found some letters that my grandfather wrote, like on a typewriter back in the day. And oh my gosh, the spelling is atrocious. And I was like, sir, you are a command sergeant major.
But at the same time, like, it was a typewriter.
Yeah, but also, like, give someone else to write your letter.
It was probably someone.
You have 500 staff.
He was probably like, fuck this.
Yeah, he said.
They'll figure it out.
He said he missed my grandmother and was glad that she was pregnant. And I bet my grandmother got that letter and was like, this motherfucker is, oh my God, he can't spell pregnant. And I'm pregnant with his child.
We're doomed. We're doomed.
Thank goodness we all got her brains, I tell you what.
Yep.
Although she's crazy.
She's crazy.
So
you got that brain too.
And he's pretty smart too. He's not a total moron.
Yeah.
He just can't spell.
Just can't spell. Anyway. So, Wesley, while cooling off in the beer cooler in 1990, he experienced a heart attack and was knocked unconscious as he sloped to the ground.
Huh.
And after being found unresponsive, hours later, employees, police, and paramedics attempted to revive him. Sadly, it was too late, and he was only 27 at this point.
Oh my gosh, like Hendrix.
Yeah.
And Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, so just 27.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying it's cocaine related? Didn't Amy Winehouse die because of drugs?
Don't they all?
Okay.
Who else has a heart attack at 27?
True.
Other than a cokehead.
And also, it's Seville.
Yeah. How many 27-year-olds do you know died of a heart attack?
I mean, I'm sure
This is the first one I've ever heard of.
I'm sure I've heard stories. I think
Were they on coke?
I think there have been healthy people who died.
Or meth?
I'm pretty sure there are healthy 27-year-olds somewhere in the world with billions of people who have died from a heart attack. So
I don't think so.
But it's at Seville, so we're going to say probably cocaine. Anyway. Virtually everyone who visits Seville Quarters has had a glimpse of or encountered with this spirit.
I have not. I was probably blackout drunk, though. I could have.
Yeah.
I could have made out with the dude.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Let's get real.
We probably did, and we just don't remember.
We probably did not realize that he was a ghost because I was wasted.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just talked to him and had a great time. Bummed a cigarette.
Yeah, you always bum cigarettes. Okay, so having plenty of time there before being hired, he loved Seville Quarters, and then I guess he got a job.
Yeah, he was definitely doing coke.
Yeah, definitely. So those who have seen him in ghostly form report varied appearances. In some, he appears more like a smoky entity that lurks around at corners late at night, and then other witnesses, his spirit in human-like form that Denah ended up making out with.
Probably.
And then there are those who report spotting him merely as a tall, slender silhouette. So slender. We'll continue on with that.
Because he was doing coke.
Yeah. Did I just do like the same note twice? Yeah, I did. So I actually have a picture of Wesley.
Oh my God! So I can see if I ever made out with him.
Yeah, I mean,
like I'd remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, I have a picture of his spirit. So take that how you want.
My AA sponsor made me write down a list of everyone with whom I had performed sexual acts.
Oh my gosh!
And I was like, "Girl, I don't know their names."
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't either. I did that once.
She was like, "Then closest thing that you can get to it." I was like, "Dude with red hair." I don't know. I don't know. I was drunk.
Why?
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
That's just mean. Oh my gosh, I did that once, and then I was like, oh my gosh, that one time. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that one time.
I'm sure there's still times that I didn't remember.
Okay, so here's the picture.
That's not a human. That's a...
That looks like an arm.
Yeah, no, but I know. I thought you were going to show me like a whole picture of him.
No. I told you his spirit.
Yeah. Show me a picture of him.
I don't know. Let me Google.
What's his name?
Wesley Gibbs.
Wesley Gibbs. Let's see if he's on my...
But I will be posting this on the Instagram, and then once I do finally post this on YouTube, it'll be also hopefully showing right now.
Right now. Right now.
Or right now.
Or now. Could be now. They don't have a picture of him. We probably did make out with him.
Okay.
Drunk Denah was flirty. That's why we don't drink anymore.
Yep.
Because I hate men.
Yep.
And alcohol used to make me think that they were okay to hang out with. And then I'd wake up in abandoned houses and shit.
Yeah.
That was not a good look. So we don't do that no more.
I mean, shoot. I've done the same thing, but not in abandoned houses.
I woke up in the wrong state.
Yeah.
Without a car.
Yeah. I mean, you probably were just following the alcohol.
I don't remember getting to that state.
Well, I know.
I just remember all
someone
of a
was
sudden
like,
I
hey, we're going to continue the party over here. And you're like, hell yeah.
Cool, I'll get in the car. Where we going?
Yeah, exactly. I used to do the same thing. You probably like jumped in the car uninvited.
Yeah, probably so.
I say that because I did that too.
Yeah. Any hizzle. That's why Denah doesn't drink anymore.
Yep. Reasons why Denah doesn't drink.
Some guy with red hair, and then I ended up in the wrong state, and there's an abandoned house.
And then you had to call your mom.
Morning. Oh my gosh, that was so sad. I had to find my way to a gas station and call her.
Yeah.
And send her my location on my phone because I didn't know where I was.
Well, at least you had your phone, unlike that one time that I did not.
Yes. Any hoozle.
Thank
you for listening. We release a new episode every Monday, so roll one and meet us back here next week for more spooky and witchy shit. In the meantime, check out our Instagram, the Spooky Stonerzzz podcast. That is Stonerzzz with 3 Z's. If you would like to contact us about your personal true crime or paranormal story, or if there is a subject you would like us to cover, you can email us at the Spooky Stonerzzz podcast at gmail.com. Again, that is Stonerzzz with 3 Z's. So, we will see you next Monday, and in the meantime, smoke on, Spooky Stoners.
Bye!
See, look, 50 minutes, and I could not...